Hi and welcome to our quick overview of our project site and project register capability that Brighter Days have produced. Just a quick overview to start off with. First of all, I'm going to talk you through the Teams experience. Now, when we create a project using our project template, it creates a Microsoft Teams. So I'm in the Microsoft Team client here, and what I'll do is all the projects that I'm a member of, I've been added to, I will see on my left-hand side. So Project Sunrise, Project Sunset, Project Orbit. Now, what this also allows us to do is have the ability to have very targeted, very focused conversations around project stage or certain areas of a project. It could be technical designs, it could be certain stages of a project. And what this does is reduce email traffic as well. So I can start typing a message here. If I start typing Nate, what will happen is Nate will get a message. I'm going to put test in there to make sure he knows, and then what will happen is that will kind of send Nate a notification to say, yeah, someone wants some information from you. So it's a really nice way to run projects as well. Now, what each of these channels also allow you to do is do document management and store files in aligned to those topics. So if I click on the files here, I can upload documents from my desktop. I can do all sorts of stuff here, and this, what will happen is that I can have folders in here, and this will all be saved to ultimately a SharePoint site, which is behind the scenes. So if I click on opening SharePoint from here, what you'll see is that all of the project artifacts are stored in folders, which is essentially aligned to those channels. So every time you create a channel, a respective folder is created in the SharePoint site. So a really nice way to store documents, and for people used to share drives, that's probably quite a nice thing as well. Now, I just want to sort of talk you on the next part of the projects offering we've got, and this is our project template. So you'll see here, because we've created a project, it's spun up a project site template, and here you can put things like the practice that it will belong to, a description of the project, the financial details, start date, etc. And then you can also have some overall details, and you can have some KPIs as well. So if you just want to update the details of the project overall, if you click on the project details, you'll be able to say that the KPI override is green, which essentially is saying the project status overall. The other thing you can do is you can actually have individual KPIs as well, which might be all aligned to the way you run your projects, your project methodology. So if I wanted to add a new one here called customer satisfaction, because we want to check in how the customer is doing, and we say that's amber. If I click add to that now, what will happen is that will then appear in my list of KPIs on the home page, as you can see there. So really nice way just to kind of track work streams within a project. We've got some kind of fairly, I suppose, old-fashioned information here as well. So obviously we've got our documents. We've got confidential documents as well. So if you've got confidential information like contracts or steer code details, they can be ring fenced so the whole project team can't see, and only a certain members of the project team can see it. We've got key project information, so if you want to put some contact details in there, quite useful for if you've got sort of big projects and external people coming in. And then we've also got a risk and issues log, so a RAID log for if you want to store decisions the client's made, or is there any big particular risks like access to site or health and safety risks, etc. They can all be stored in a central list within the project. So this is really taking it, I suppose, what the Excel spreadsheets would have been produced, taken up 4 or 5 levels. It's certainly not meant to compete with projects online, but it's certainly a nice way to organise your project artifacts and give that commentary at a high level. So that leads me on to the last piece, which is the project register. So this is something that's going to be released in the next couple of weeks. And what this allows you to do is essentially roll up all of your project information in one location. So, for example, if you wanted to just say, I want to see only projects that are in a certain practice, and then filter by status, if they're in progress, if there's information there will be. Alternatively, what we can also do is we can filter by stage. So we can say if it's in progress, we want to only see that information now. We can filter by KPI, so if you only want to see the stuff that's red, or stuff that maybe is amber, maybe it's about to become red, it's a bit of a risk. It will filter all those out dynamically as well. Plus the ability to search by filter text. So if I start typing the word project, what will happen is it will automatically find the stuff that's got project in it as well. You can clear that information out and do new searches as well. If we do like the mine, for example, it will find that stuff as well. So all of that is filterable. That's going to be released in the next couple of weeks. We're just putting some final touches to the user experience and the UI, and that will be ready. But really nice way to do a helicopter view of all projects across your entity. Hopefully that's quite useful. If you've got any other information or any other questions, please do get in touch. Happy to answer any questions you may have.